Alright, y'all, so what's up? It's Marty. So we're here to tell you a story time about how my birthday trip got ruined. So.
Honey, how we got
Yeah.
I'll start when we left.
Alright, so boom, we left. Everybody's excited. We all got on matching t-shirts. We go from Harrisburg to Philly because that's where we was flying out of. And when we got to Philly, we had realized, well, me and my aunt had realized on the board it said that our flight was delayed, which we never got a notification, no nothing. And so I'm like, that's weird, because we were supposed to be leaving at like 8:39. We ended up leaving, well, it said we were supposed to leave at 11:30, 11:50, something like that. So we ended up getting our stuff. We got there like 3, early, we know. So yeah, we ended up getting there early or whatever. We waiting around, and it's like maybe 9 or 10, and we get a text notification. Like, everybody in the section that was flying to Vegas gets a text notification talking about the flight was delayed. Not even maybe like 30 minutes later, we get another text notification saying that it's canceled. So I'm like, this can't be real. Mind you, none of the people that we're flying with is around us. So I'm confused and baffled. Nobody's answering the phone. Me and Keys calling my aunt and my mom, trying to tell them like it's been canceled. So they finally come to us or whatever, it's canceled. We get in line because they're like, if you want to rebook or get a refund, you gotta get in line. Child, so we get in line. It's like a good 150 people to 200 people trying to get a refund or rebook, and they was all angry. We standing there or whatever, and it was like a good 30 minutes to an hour. We standing there, the line still not moving. We just standing in the same spot. So I skipped the whole line and go all the way to the front, like, what's going on? Like, is we able to rebook? And she's like, well, the next rebook is not until I think she said Saturday. Mind you, we was at the airport on a Wednesday, so like that's like our whole trip basically.
And we still gotta go to work on Tuesday.
Right. So I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work. So we still standing there or whatever, and somebody was like, well, you could just go downstairs to the booking section where you check in or whatever, and they could either do the rebook or, you know what I'm saying, give you a refund. So we all go down there or whatever. We all mad and shit, and we finally get to the desk, and the girl, she was so sweet. I'm like, is there anywhere else that we could fly out of, whether that be Maryland or somewhere close to where we were? And she like, no, nothing's available. I'm like, all right, well, can you keep looking a little bit, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure. She ended up finding somewhere in Delaware. So we take a Uber. It's like 1 or 2 in the morning. Take a Uber all the way to Delaware. It's me, my mom, Key, and my aunt, all going down to Delaware or whatever. Get to the airport. Shit was little as fuck, first of all. Get to the airport, and that looks so good. Oh my god. But let me finish telling the story. So yeah, we get to the airport, whatever, and Key like, it look closed. So I'm in my head, I'm like, oh my god. So the Uberman, he get out the check, and he like, yeah, it's
realest
closed.
Uberman ever.
Real shit. So he like, it's closed. So I'm like, all right, well, let me look up some hotels that's in the area. Mind you, it's a hotel right next door. So he takes us, he drives us like literally right next door, and we get out or whatever. He helps us get our luggage or whatever, and we go inside, and the Uberman leaves. We go in there and we ask him if there's any rooms available. He like, no, we booked up. I'm like, nah, this could only be like 1 or 2 things. Like, might be a sign or whatever. So, and my aunt saying the same thing. We all mad. But I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to hear it, because I don't want to go back home. Like, we supposed to be going to Vegas. So, he's like, nah, we booked up. So I find like a couple other hotels that's in the area or whatever. They all booked up too, except for the one. So now that I know that it's one hotel available that don't have no booked up rooms, we're going there. Mind you, it's 4 of us plus the luggage. So now we gotta get an Uber XL to wherever we're going. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning, going on 3. And we're standing outside cold as fuck. I had on shorts, freezing my ass off.
And
to be honest, like, I can't think about nothing right now until I've had a blunt on my lips.
So we finally get to the hotel or whatever. Well, first of all, rewind. It was hard as shit to find a fucking Uber XL. Because it wasn't none past like fucking 2, maybe 1 in the morning. And so we're standing out there stranded or whatever. That was real rude of you.
Sorry, excuse me.
Anyway, so I'm like, you know what? We just gonna have to get a regular Uber. So it was hard as fuck doing that because everybody kept canceling. Finally find somebody or whatever. Coolest motherfucker I ever
Finest
met.
motherfucker. That's just
Whatever on her part. But yeah, he was cool. And his car smelled like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you got something in me, you know? He like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? When I get you to the telly, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that was the only plus of that night. So I'm like, oh, I forgot to tell y'all. So I'm like, can you turn around and go back and get my mom and them? Because I had my aunt cancel her Uber. Because I'm like, there's no point in you paying extra bread if he could just turn around and come back and get y'all. She not trying to listen, but the whole shit was irritating me anyway. So we end up getting in the Uber or whatever. He ended up taking us, and he ended up spinning the block and going back to get them. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. So I'm like, we already got this yum shan. So now we need some woods. Call my mom. I'm like, Ma, can you go to the gas station get some wood? She like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So then he finally come back. Mind you, I forgot to give him his bread for the shit. So I'm like, oh my God, this man probably think I ran off with his bread. Like, and it's not even that. So I'm like, no.
that was my bag.
That scared the shit out of me. So I'm like, Mom, call me when you outside so I can give this man his money because I forgot. In the hotel or whatever.
All right, y'all, we got to our hotel room, 604.
Mind y'all, my freaking suitcase, I don't know if I accidentally changed the lock code on it when I opened it, but my mom had to figure that out, and salute to her because I ain't had the patience for it. I was just going to break the zipper and go get a whole new suitcase. So next day come or whatever.
Y'all, so we back with day 2. So, cause we back.
And we're going to try this again. We're about to go to the airport. And today's just gonna be a good day. I'm calling in.
Honey, it's gonna be an amazing day, okay? Let me let y'all in on a little secret. Yesterday was definitely a crazy day. But I think, like my mom was saying and Marty was saying, God was definitely telling us not to go yesterday. So we turned up in the end. So we about to turn up again and y'all finna see it. So can't wait. Let's get it. Let's get it. Alright, y'all, we in Delaware. We about to take a flight.
We gotta go through security first.
We gotta go through security first and then
Make sure that we get one.
yeah. So
Lord knows whenever we go to the Delaware airport, mind you, we had some DMEs still on us. I thought we was gonna get caught up.
I thought I was going to get out.
They had the K9s and all that.
Yo, I took my whole luggage with me.
What? We dipped off. I'm like, Key, let's go get some food. So we end up coming back. We end up leaving out of there, okay? You know what I'm saying? We caught our flight to, where did we go next? Orlando, Florida. And from there,
Beautiful view.
It was the same shit. It was the same bullshit. It was the same motherfucking bullshit, and it pissed me the fuck off. And whole time, the other people that was around that was going to leave to go to Vegas, I don't think they knew what the fuck they was in for. So when we first got the delayed text message, I'm like, oh, okay, I know what this is about to be. So we're sitting there or whatever, and then we get the canceled and everybody's mad. And I'm like, nah, just process me my refund. Because the girl who was sitting next to us, she actually worked for Frontier, which is the flight that we was flying on. Girl, boy, I don't know who's watching this right now, but motherfuckers, listen, okay? She telling us that they can get us a new plane, this, that, and the third, or they could process a refund. Whole time, whenever the shit went down, she ended up leaving. But I knew then and there that they could process us a refund. So I'm like, give us a refund. They hurry up and lock the damn computer. I was so mad. And then the pilot, he come on the little intercom thing, and he like, well, this plane is not flying to Vegas tonight because of such and such, and he was out of airtime, which whatever, but how the fuck was you gonna fly us there in the first place? Like, I'm confused.
And you was out of airtime.
Right. So then after that, we end up, what did we do? End up rebooking or something?
We end up booking a flight home.
Oh yeah, we end up booking a flight home. But before that,
We went out
when
to
we
eat.
were trying to, no, that was when we went to Miami. So when we was in Orlando, we was drunk as fuck.
The bartender,
You can't skip parts.
Sorry, y'all.
So as we're in Orlando or whatever, we go for the little rebook or whatever. We finally get to the front of the line, and the man is like, "Well, the next flight back home is not until Sunday." Mind you, we're in the airport. I think it was like Thursday or Friday at this point. I don't remember, and I don't care to remember. Okay,
It was Thursday or Friday.
one of them days we were there or whatever, and he's like, "The next flight is not till Sunday." I'm like, that's not gonna work. That's not cutting it because we needs to make it back home. And so I'm like, whole time in each fuck up that they had, I was paying out of my goddamn pockets for these hotel rooms.
To sleep on the floor. Y'all heard what they said? They want us to sleep on the floor here like we rats and shit after for 3 days until we can get out of here. They want us to sleep in here on the floor with a discounted rate. What's going on in here? We apologize, man, for all of this in front of your baby, because I want one in front of mine, but this is crazy in here right now. This is crazy. I gotta sleep on the floor after I paid to get to where I gotta go.
No, I'm not. Say something slick, bitch, so I smack the shot you. Ooh, go ahead.
I'm here for us to even eat. There's people in here that gotta take medication. There's people in here. Y'all left a man upstairs in a wheelchair. Handicap accessible. No, y'all did not. There was a customer who had to get him out of here.
Get in a hotel room or whatever after the whole little arguing situation happened because the man had told us to sleep on the damn floor because we was like, what the fuck is we gonna do? Because we're still spending money and we still gotta get it to Vegas. But at this point, we ain't give a fuck to go to Vegas no more because we trying to go back home. So he like sleep on the floor. I'm like, excuse me, pardon me, like, we're not sleeping on this dirty ass floor. And if y'all ever been to Philly airport, y'all know how dirty it is in there. Like, it was really dirty as fuck. So yeah, I'm like, so then he give us this little voucher or whatever, call a hotel, and the hotel don't even got no more rooms left. So I'm like, sir, why is you still giving these vouchers out if they don't got no rooms left? Like, make that make sense. So then I guess his colleague was upset that we didn't want, honey, that we didn't want to take the flight that was leaving on Sunday, and we didn't want to sleep on the floor. So she started getting smart. Mind you, all of this is on live because my aunt was going live at the time. And the girl started popping off. Like, mind you, she worked for Frontier. So she started popping off or whatever. I'm like, first of all, watch your mouth, because she was talking to my mom reckless. But anyway, she started standing on the thing that they use to weigh the luggages. And I'm like, oh, bitch, because I could turn this motherfucking airport upside down. She ain't like that. So she got on the little phone and she started to call the police. Yeah, call them. I said, call them. So then we waiting or whatever, a good like 10-15 minutes go by. I'm like, yeah, bitch, because you don't hold no weight. She was mad about that. Got on the phone and called them again. They still ain't come. She called them like 3 times before they actually really came. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, because you don't hold no weight. And then when the cops got there, and the one lady, she had told us, she like, did the girl process you a refund? I'm like, no, because they told us they couldn't do that. She like, yeah, we with a group of 15 people, they just processed us the refund, and then we would just have to book through a different airline. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go back up there as the cops was standing right there by her, and I'm like, we want a refund. And she started acting all nice and being all cordial and trying to be friendly. And I'm like, bitch, I ain't even trying here. Just give me my motherfucking money back. That's it. That's all. So then we end up booking through a different airline. I think we booked American next. And booked American. We end up booking a hotel because I'm like, I'm not about to sleep in this airport. Mind you, it was babies sleeping on the floor, old people sleeping on the floor, motherfuckers sleeping on the counters and the chairs and all that. I'm like, no, I'm not in the baggage claim area. Like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not staying here another day. So then we go to the hotel, you know what I'm saying? Everything be cool when we get to the hotels. Go to the hotel or whatever. And then make our way back to the airport because we was flying from Orlando to Miami. I don't know why, but that's what it was. And I ain't even question it because we was on our way back home. Y'all, they done delayed the flight. But it was cool because it was just delayed, and we ended up taking our flight to Miami. We get to Miami. We supposed to, because it was supposed to be like a 30-minute layover or something. Get to Miami, child. We is running up and down the mother freaking. I was about to call it the street.
When she say we, she means me and her.
Oh yeah, because the other two people that we was with, they was not running. So we finally get to the gate, and they like, it wasn't, for one, it wasn't nobody at the gate, and I'm like, well, maybe we got the wrong gate. And so the one man that worked for the airport, he's standing there. I'm like, excuse me, sir.
With the dog?
Yeah, I'm like, excuse me, sir. But did the plane leave to go back to Philadelphia? He like, oh yeah, y'all missed that. I'm like, oh my gosh. So me and my aunt, we go to the little booking counter. Mind you, the people in Miami way more friendly than the people in motherfucking
Philly.
Yeah, but even though the girl in Philly, she was cool. Kudos to her. She need a raise. Anyway,
no, she need a new job.
That too, a different airline or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was cool. So to the front counter or whatever, they actually assist us. We tell them that we missed our flight because of the delay in the other airport, and they like, okay, so they rebook us. It was cool or whatever, and she even gave us $50 vouchers a piece, and it was 4 of us. And I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, you can eat anywhere in the airport. I'm like, oh my god, like that was so sweet. We get our little vouchers or whatever. We get our new tickets to take our next flight, and I go back and tell them we all happy because at this point, technically, we getting free food. So we go to the little restaurant that they got. I forget what it was called. The employees in the damn airport at the restaurant was drinking their own mother freaking alcohol, getting drunk as shit. They're drunk.
They were still waiting tables though.
They were still waiting, but they was drunk. So then we get our drinks or whatever, because I order my drink, she ordered her drink. I think we got a mimosa, but it was a Mexican mimosa or something like that.
Alright guys, so I
really want to go live.
we came here, we getting mimosas, Mexican mimosas, and mine's is still full. I should have just showed y'all mine.
Yeah, I recorded everything.
Good as fuck, okay? But that bitch got us drunk as fuck because we left out of there drunk as fuck. The bill was like $200-300.
Honey, plus tip.
And I'm like, and that was like, it was still a whole lot with the vouchers on there. So I'm like, oh my god, what the hell? Was it $200 or $300 or was it $400? I don't remember, but it was up there, and we was all looking at the bill like, damn, what the fuck did we order? Like,
yo, we was ordering everything. Like, she was making everything sound good, coming over saying this and that.
Everything sound good, but the food was really not good.
The drinks was?
Yeah, the drinks was good, but the food was not. We ended up getting on the little train thing that they had and waiting for our flight back home. We ended up making it back home, and we had to drive. Going back home, the tire blew on the way back home. And all I remember is playing my game, and all I feel is swerving. Excuse me.
Let me take that part.
Yeah, go ahead. Take it away, because I don't know what happened.
So I was driving, but what we think it was the construction workers, like, I don't know. Mom said it was debris. So I'm driving, and all of a sudden I feel this, like, did we hear the tire pop?
Girl, I don't remember what the hell happened.
I don't know, but I remember swerving. Like, that shit went all the way over to the left. And I'm like, what the fuck? The freak trying to push that joint back over to the right. So I'm like, I think either I said I gotta pull over, or my mom's like, pull over. So I pull over. And I'm just panicking. Like, I'm laughing, but I was so nervous and so scared because it wasn't only my life that was finna be lost.
Child, I was scared.
Like, it's 3 other people.
I just didn't know what was going on.
Honey, they talking about calm down, calm down. Like, what you mean, calm down?
He was in a frazzle dazzle.
Yeah, like, what you mean? It's a whole bunch of people here. Like, not only is my life gonna be taken, but I'm the one driving. So if any of y'all die, like, that's gonna impact me forever. Like,
and that's the end of the story.
Peace.
like we got sweet potato fries. We got shrimp, hot shrimp. What else we got? Fries.
We ain't playing with your hope. Do, 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 do.